we're going to talk about a guy that might be going through some pains in his next couple years. Dylan, talking about the Green Bay Packers. And look, let's just go with the elephant in the room. The Aaron Rodgers-sized elephant in the room. Is he? I know he intends to go to the Jets.
I intend to play for the New York Jets.
So then he's gonna eat. So they signed Lazard, and they're gonna sign Randall
And
Cobb.
Hackett.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're gonna sign Randall Cobb. They're gonna sign Mercedes Lewis. So I mean, he has the Jets are all in on Rodgers. Yeah, gives the Packers leverage, but also Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Like everyone knows that Aaron Rodgers is not playing another down for the Packers.
No,
I think everyone's made that clear that Jordan Love is now the guy.
Jordan Love. Jordan.
So now it's just who's gonna like cave in first. If the Packers want the first round pick, the Jets don't want to give out a first round pick. So we got until draft day to figure it out because Packers need to pick this draft. Like the pick won't help them that much. But if they decide to keep Rodgers and Rodgers eventually goes up and just retires because he's not going to play for the Packers, what are the Jets going to do? Because now the Jets have missed out on Jimmy Garoppolo. They missed out on Baker Mayfield. They'll miss out on quarterbacks in the draft because they'll be waiting for Rodgers.
And Lamar Jackson.
So, yeah, they'll miss out on Lamar Jackson. So now their only option is to start just Zach Wilson for another year.
Dear God.
Or trade for somebody.
The Jets need to go in and do something, and the Packers need to get Rodgers' contract off the books. So now it's just a stalemate, and we need to see who wins first.
So, but what is the compensation looking like? You're saying they want a first round pick. I would imagine they need a lot. I mean, players, picks, the whole nine.
Yeah, it's only going to be a first round pick and maybe a player, I think, for right now. So, with because Rodgers, he's 39, and that means he's got maybe 1 to 2 years left. So really not much at all. And then a first round pick for 1 to 2 years of a player is not very much worth it. But since it is Aaron Rodgers, and since they are all in, it might look like they have to give up that first round pick, or just go in with Zach Wilson and spend too much money on Lazard for no reason. Sign Mercedes Lewis and Randall Cobb, who they don't need. So they have to get Rodgers now, but they don't want to give up that first round pick because he is 39 and he's also regressed.
Oh yeah. Oh, he definitely has. And you know, are they gonna? You know, I know Bakhtiari, he was hurt a lot with Green Bay. Are they gonna try to get him too?
But,
I mean, he has to stay on the field first.
Yeah, I think we paid him like last year a lot. So I remember, we gave him the extension last year. He played a couple games sometimes when he felt like it.
Yeah, well,
there'd just be times he's inactive, and then he'd be active the next week, and then he's inactive that next week. So
he's on that LeBron schedule, man. He takes days off.
Yeah,
it was like most of the year he would just show up for something. It was like how I do in flag football when like I know I'm the best player, so I'll still won't show up to some of the practices. I might show up to a game or two. Because what are they gonna do? Not play me?
I will trade you.
Wait a minute. No, you are not over here talking about.
Yeah, listen, we talking about practice, not a game. We talking about practice, not a game.
You talking practice, man? Come on, man. Dylan said he's better than that. Well, all right. So let's look at life after Aaron Rodgers. You got Jordan Love. You made another pickup at quarterback, did you?
No, we haven't picked up a quarterback.
You didn't get any other offseason off?
Nah, the Rodgers is too expensive. We can't pick up a quarterback right now.
We have no money.
We know we made the biggest signing of the free agency so far. We signed with what's his name? Give me a sec.
Yeah, figure out who it is.
Gotta know this guy's name. He's that big.
I just need to make sure I know how to pronounce it.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, knowing his position.
Okay, his name is Matt Orzek. He was the former long snapper for the Los Angeles Rams. Los Angeles Rams had a bad offense last year. Punted a lot, kicked a lot of field goals. He was out there. He was giving those snaps, and he was balling out. So we paid him, we gave him a 3-year deal, paid him a good amount of money. He's now the 8th highest paid long snapper in the league. Wow. So We got him. We got the punter last year, which was our big signing last year.
Yeah.
We have Mason Crosby still.
Mason Crosby is a free agent.
Your special teams is great.
Yeah, we're bringing in our special teams, but we brought in Tavarius Moore, who's also a special teamer.
Oh yeah,
and you re-signed your return guy.
Yep,
oh, yeah.
and we
just 2 years late. 2 years late. You could have used that in the playoff game, but
I mean, yeah. But he was a first team All Pro last year, so
true.
Oh.
Very true. Very
so,
true.
I mean, so our offense might be bad. Our defense might be bad because we're a defensive coordinator. But at least we can long snap. Can not all 32 teams can say that they can long snap?
We can long snap.
It's very true. Oh, we can. You know, we have to long snap as much as we can.
Like 4-time Pro Bowler.
Yep.
Your punter is getting his money's worth.
Tressway's the guy, okay? He's our team MVP every year, okay? I am not ashamed to say that. All right?
Are you sure about that? Because that says a lot about Washington. If your team MVP is your punter.
Hey. The long snapper we signed has the most Super Bowl rings on the entire team.
Oh,
no.
He's got one. No one else has any.
Just the one.
Because Crosby and Rodgers were gone. Those were our last two from our Super Bowl in 2010.
Crosby and Rodgers, man. Look, the Green Bay Packers, and look, it's not getting any easier for you guys. Obviously, the Bears have been gifted everything under the sun.
They are the Bears, so
well, exactly, very true.
But we'll still beat them twice this year, even if they are good.
Without your guy, really, you're gonna beat
honestly,
twice?
we could start a punter at quarterback and beat the Bears. I mean, have you seen us the past 30 years? Since 85?
I own you. The fans are saying they own you, man. Where's Nick when you need him, man? Come on. And but what about Detroit? You know, Detroit's been on the rise.
Yeah, Detroit beat us twice last year, so
yeah.
Detroit is like the head of the league, but the Vikings are falling apart. I was
about to say, you notice I didn't mention the Vikings.
Yeah, they cut Thielen, cut Za'Darius Smith, looking to trade Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins just got a contract restructured. Harrison Smith has 1 year left. Cut Eric Kendricks. Yep. Danielle Hunter is probably going to get cut. Cut Patrick Peterson. Cut Cam Dantzler, who got picked.
They didn't cut Patrick Peterson.
Or yeah, he's afraid they didn't re-sign him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he went to
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, where did he? Yeah, he went. Oh Lord. And Cam Dantzler came here. He came to Washington. So
yeah. Who?
But the Vikings just lost their entire team, but Kirk and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that's all you need. As long as you can do the Jettas.
Honestly, they can put 8 people on him, and he's still average 20 yards of reception and get over 2,000.
Still gonna get it.
Except for that one game against you.
Well, that's because Jair owns him.
Yeah, Jair does own that man.
The way he explained that late in the year, where he was, I don't know if it was that game, but I think it was the Bears or another game, where the way he explained how they came back and won it late, I was like, okay, Jair, you're a storyteller. I like that. I like that, friend.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't the Vikings game. We were up by 43 at one point.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, which one? It was a close game towards the end of the season.
We were blowing out teams at the end of the season,
smacking them around.
It might have been Minnesota because he was animated. He just said they talked about. I think it was Minnesota because he shut down Justin Jefferson.
Well, it's because Justin Jefferson went 260 against us week 1, and he went 1 catch for 8 yards against us week 17.
That was why.
And we won 41-17.
And you still got him?
Yeah, our team is our team. People are sleeping on the Packers. Aaron Jones was averaged 5.8 yards carry last year.
When you decided to hand it off to him.
Christian Watson was like top 3 rookie receiver last year.
After he learned to catch.
But I mean, yeah, but he had 8 touchdowns in 3 games.
That is true. He is nice.
So I mean,
Super Bowl.
And then Romeo Doubs, when he was on the field, he was looking good. We'll probably get we're gonna probably draft tight end this year, so we get another player for Jordan Love. Jordan Love has like 123 passer rating right now in the league, so he's like played well since he's been out there. He's overhated.
Keep trying, man. Keep trying.
Against that.
I will not believe it until I see it.
Let's look up Jordan Love.
Yeah. Go ahead and dig that up for me real quick.
Okay.
Jordan Love. This
he
guy
right now has a 112 passer rating. He went 14 for 21, 195 yards and a touchdown.
This guy.
So he averages about 8 yards per attempt.
How do you draft a first-round quarterback and then sit him on the bench for like 4 years?
And we did it with Aaron Rodgers, and
yeah,
three-time MVP, and Super Bowl winner, Super Bowl MVP.
So I get that. Yeah, I get it because Favre was before him, and Favre was that same kind of talent. So I get that. My question is, I get with Rodgers why he wanted to get in because he knew how good he was, even though Favre was great. Jordan Love is not what Aaron Rodgers was. I mean, I've seen him play at Nevada. Like he wasn't that good in college.
Well, at Utah State, he didn't have a single receiver. He didn't have a single receiver. That was the reason why he went so high. Was he wasn't terrible and he had no receivers. He was. They were throwing to Mormons. Like, is that really count? The reason why the BYU doesn't have many receivers in the league.
Just alienated like 1% of this show.
We had one of them, Dax Milne. Who stole Zach Wilson's girlfriend. Mr. Steal Your Girl.
He was really not great last year, especially.
He was. No, he was terrible. He was terrible. He knew you were going to get about an average of 4 yards a return. So
4 yards was his long problem.
4 yards was
right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Average about 4 fumbles a game at that point.
I'm about to say he had to catch it first. He had to bring it in.